in applying that, I guess you then started your study of meditation at that time. So as you've kind of, I guess, practiced that craft over your years, where has that started to, I guess, manifest for you? Like, did it, as your practice went up, did your anxiety go down? Like how has that sort of manifested?
Yeah. So I had a very strong event happening after 7 years of meditation that made me realize, oh gosh, that's what it is, and that's what it's all about. So it took about 7 years to really have this very deep core understanding of what it is, and not just an intellectual or conceptual thing. But before that, even I could sense the benefit. Like I have this sense that I was reacting different to the world. I could be a bit more calm. I could have a bit more distance with my own emotion and stories. Not all the time. I was still got caught up in some of my own patterns and things. But eventually, I could have a bit of a distance every now and then. And but it took a few years. And the thing that I would say about meditation when people really start is it's hard to convey, but pretty much when you start meditation and you do that and you practice, you don't have any ability to judge your meditation. And so a lot of people will see it and they'll say, oh yeah, well, my mind is still busy after 6 months, I'll give up. Well, if you're 30 and you spend 30 years of your life being distracted, it's pretty hard to course correct that in 2 weeks. I don't know that many beings that can really do that. So there is that expectation, that people have that. And one thing that I don't really like about a lot of meditation out there, and I call them transactional meditation. There are all those programs that give that promise that you're gonna be calm and gonna be happy and it is true to some extent. If you ask some of the monks that have been practicing meditation for 20 years and 10 in a cave, yes, they are happy and they have a different mindset, but that's not the context for everyone. This being said, if you practice regularly, you will have a compound effect, and eventually the compound line is very, very flat at the beginning, and I understand it's a bit disheartening and annoying, but then it's going to kick up, and when it kicks up, it can really have a very nice curve very, very quickly. So that's why when I teach, I really insist on the foundations of meditation.
Yes, I really like that phrase that you've just used, transactional meditation. That's something that's, I haven't heard that described that way before, but when I hear it, it does make a lot of sense. And it's a little bit like what you've described, this idea that meditation sometimes is promoted as almost like a perfect solution in some ways, and I see Kimberly and Natalie on the line as well. And Natalie and I, we were talking about this about toxic positivity last week. That sometimes there's ideas that are put forward which are, just do these 3 things and you will be positive. And then realizing actually it never works out that way. And that is always an ongoing, I sort of see life as being obviously like that. You get ups, you get downs. The practices in between is what then helps us focus.